Hi everyone and welcome. As you can see, my little garden buddy is over there down in the corner enjoying his little meal of weeds, usually clover and crabgrass he likes to chew on. But I just came out here to give everyone a quick update on my garden. It's now week 15 since I've been providing updates. And if you've been following along, then you'll notice something over there. You'll notice that my little sock hammock, they used to suspend the big 6.5, 7 pound cantaloupe melon that was growing there, is now empty. And that's because the cantaloupe was removed from the plant, and we cut it up at my mom's house and had it for dessert after dinner. And it was pretty good. It was a super meaty piece of fruit. Nice big melon. About half of it remained after the entire crowd ate, and there must have been a dozen people there. So I guess we'll just keep an eye on that one that's up there, and hopefully it too grows to that size. But you know, it's mid-September now, and the days are getting much shorter. So I'm not sure how dependent melons are on daylight, on sunshine. But we'll keep an eye on it, and hopefully it'll continue to grow. Down here's where that really long cucumber was last week. That too's been removed and not yet eaten. Might be eaten for dinner tonight though, so we'll have to see about that. I guess the next up and coming good size cucumber is hanging right there. It looks pretty good. Seems like it could use another day or two of growth, so it's remaining on the plant. But it's kind of weird. I don't know why cucumbers sometimes produce this weird bulbous kind of piece, sort of like they're like one of those party balloons, but just not inflated completely. The kind of balloons that a clown twists into animal shapes. I don't know, my guess is that I just haven't been providing these poor plants with enough water. I wouldn't be surprised. Well, down here in Pepper Alley, you can see that there's peppers growing all over the place, and you can see some peppers are already starting to take on that reddish hue, which means that they're already past ripe and ready to go. This plant here really produced some really delicious sweet peppers. It's one of the very few plants on my pepper collection that were producing sweet pieces of fruit. All of these other peppers that I've got going on out here, all of them are relatively spicy. Some spicier than others, and some of them have really quite the kick, so definitely got to watch out. Some of them are really nice in size, but it seems like the really big ones that I had growing for a while have all been harvested, and what continues to grow is nice size, admittedly, but it just doesn't seem like it's quite as large as what I've seen in the past. There again, I'm wondering if it's attestable to the shorter days now that summer's winding down. I really love the appearance of these peppers here. They take on this really awesome red hue, and they're super pretty, but you know, they're very thin, have very thin side walls. They're small in size to begin with. I believe they're meant to be ground up and transformed into like a paprika seasoning powder. Yeah, and that brings us back to the final pepper plant over here, which is one of my favorites, the jalapeno. It's got a fair number of nice sized jalapenos growing on it already. And these jalapenos are awesome. They're super thick and crunchy and very delicious, got a nice bite to them. So I really enjoy these jalapenos. So those are my peppers for this year. And that leads us to the tomatoes. And the interesting down here at the start of the tomato row is this rogue plant that's been growing over here. It too is a cantaloupe melon. You can see it's also producing a couple decent sized fruit already. So I guess we'll see what becomes of that. These are those tangerine tomatoes, and these are these kind of oval sort of, that don't look too good, huh? These are these nice little oval, fast ripening I'm not sure what type of tomatoes they are. They're supposed to be for sauces and stuff, but they're pretty good to eat as a side to a sandwich as well. Some plants like this one just aren't really producing too much fruit. There's you could see there's a flower here or there that eventually transforms into a tomato, but not a whole lot of it going on some of these plants. There again, I kind of wonder if it's got something to do with the fact that it's getting late in the season. But even though it's late in the season, it's still warm, there's still some sunshine, so I'll continue to try to keep these things going as long as I can. Here you can see some pretty nice ripe tomatoes. A lot of these look like they can be picked already. They're definitely getting there. A couple more of these tangerine tomatoes. But I do believe that the season's coming to a wind down at this point. Probably not many more days left, and the days definitely keep getting shorter and shorter. So I'll continue providing updates as long as it seems sensible to do so. But I am definitely noticing the slowdown of my growth in my garden. And then it might be time to start considering some winter crops. Some of those types of fruits and veggies, mostly veggies I guess, that grow well in the autumn and cooler temperatures in the winter. So we'll see. We'll see if I can get myself psyched up to do that as well. But this is the 2019 garden so far. And that's the update for today. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, then, like I always say, please give me a like. Every time you give me a little thumbs up, it really means a lot, and I really appreciate it. Also consider becoming a subscriber to the channel. That's always really appreciated as well. Alright everyone, thanks for watching. Bye.